Hello, this is State Senator Jeff Stone with my weekly Capitol Update. This week we celebrated the 241st birthday of the birth of the United States of America. I hope wherever you were able to spend time with friends and family enjoying the holiday. I also hope you were able to take just a few minutes to realize what it took to create these United States. On July 4, 1776, 56 men and 13 colonies with different backgrounds, different religions, and different political ideologies defied their king and declared independence from Great Britain. These founding fathers mutually pledged their lives. They risked their fortunes and their sacred honor, all for the purpose of creating a more perfect union that would be called the United States of America. These founding fathers represented diverse groups. Each of them had their own special interests and cared about different reasons for cutting ties to the English king. They met in the sweltering summer heat in Philadelphia. They listened to each other. They argued with each other in very spirited debates. They found room to compromise with one another. And in the end, they all came together for the greater good of all. Sometimes here in Sacramento, the idea of compromise and bipartisanship seems like a relic from a distant age. The majority party here often speaks of cooperation. But when it comes to the actual practice, more often than not, Republicans find the door closed. As we learned in high school history, one of the reasons the people rose up against the British Crown in 1776 was unfair and excessive taxes on 13 colonies. Earlier this year, the legislature passed and the governor signed SB 1, a $55.2 billion new tax on the people of the great state of California. On November 1st, this bill will add at least 19 cents to the price of a gallon of gas. It will make it more expensive to register your car. The bill will increase the tax on diesel fuel, which will lead to higher shipping costs and add to the cost of food, clothes, and medicine. SB 1 was written by legislative Democrats. No input was sought from Republicans. Everyone agrees California's roads, bridges, and infrastructure are in need of desperate repair. In fact, Republicans offered a plan to solve the problem and without raising your taxes. We could have used money already approved by Californians when they voted to approve Proposition 42 to fix our roads. But that money was redirected by legislative Democrats to pay for more social programs and yet bigger government. This is just one example of the lip service that is paid to bipartisanship here in Sacramento. The representatives of all Californians deserve to be heard, not just those who represent special interests here in the state capitol. Recently, I called on all my colleagues on both sides of the aisle to come together for the common good of our 40 million Californians. It's time to put aside ideological lines and political grandstanding and do what's best for the hardworking people of our great state. As Californians celebrated America and the efforts of the Continental Congress this week, I remain hopeful that my colleagues in the legislature will follow the example of those brave patriots who, 241 years ago, were able to work together and call for the inalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for all. To keep up to date, please visit me on my website, like me on Facebook, or follow me on Twitter. It's an honor to represent you here in Sacramento, and God bless the United States of America and the state of California. And thank you for the opportunity you've given me to represent you here in Sacramento.